people out jogging, but I have to tell you that I put on the shades for my eyes this morning when I woke up, and I didn't wake up till after 6 o'clock. So I'm sorry to miss the sunrise for you, but we have it now. A little further up. I feel today's reading is like talking about Sunrise Stroll Chat. Have you read it? You can always read ahead because the little link I give you for the readings that you have also on the YouTube that gets this video afterwards. I just have to download it from Facebook and upload it onto YouTube. There's a link in there for the readings, and you can be ahead of the game because there's a little arrow at the top of the page when you open the link, and you can move it on to the next day or go back to the day prior, or you can switch to Spanish, or you can hear it audio. So you can be ahead of the game for the readings if you wish. And there you see this amazing reading from the book of Sirach. And it's really, really interesting what he's saying. I have a little, make the connection here. Okie doke. So we're in the month of June. Welcome to the month of June. Thankful for the month of June. Now will I recall God's works, what I have seen. If you just go down a little bit more, it says, as the rising sun is clear to all, so the glory of the Lord fills all his works. Yet even God's holy ones must fail in recounting them. I don't think we ever looked at these flowers here. They're also tiny. And that's what the whole field of science has dedicated itself to, recounting the works. All the encyclopedias, all the photo connections, all the photo collections of the creatures. Here's a different one. And that's what the poets have done, and the songwriters, speaking about the beauties of the countries from sea to shining sea. The 40 Shades of Green, written about Ireland, I think, by an American. And that's what our Sunrise Stroll Chat is also doing, is contemplating nature, looking at nature, seeing nature, seeing so many gifts. That very wise statement of learned holy people who say that God wrote 2 books. One is the book of nature, and then sacred scripture. And the amazing fact that these tender plants can actually stay standing in storms, and then they can reproduce, and they bear great fruit sometimes. As the rising sun is clear to all, so the glory of the Lord fills all his works. Yet even God's holy ones must fail in recounting the wonders of the Lord. And we could even say the scientists. Hopefully they're God's holy ones as well. And science, the more science learns about nature, the more science realizes that it has to study and research and investigate. It seems to be bottomless. It seems to open into infinity. The exploration of the galaxies, of the cosmos, of the stars, with all the new equipment. It's so fascinating to watch the NASA site. And then you could take out an encyclopedia on fish, all the fish forms around the world and the different oceans and lakes and rivers. And then all the birds. Some fascinating collections of birds. We have our own little share here at Sea of Galilee. Imagine just all the audio that birds produce. And cows and calves and sheep and elephants and tigers and giraffes and lions and cats and dogs. And all the weather and all the water forms and all the ice and all the snow. And all the atoms and all the subatomic particles and their energy. E equals mc squared, you know? The incredible amount of energy in the material mass of the earth. Also pointing to an amazing richness beyond what we see. And the gift of our senses, sight and hearing and touching and smelling. And what's the other one I'm missing? And then the whole reality of relationships. And interconnectedness, the sun and the chlorophyll and the food production and our taste buds and our teeth and our digestive system and enzymes and our tummy and the nourishment that it yields for us and all the grasses in the world and the minerals and the DNA chains. Isn't this book beautiful, this book of Sirach, or Sirach probably in English, is it? The spirit of the person doing this, the heart this person had to see deeply, to see the symphony. recognition of the wisdom of all of this. The wisdom of water. When it freezes, it gets lighter, unlike other substances. And thanks be to God for that, because if it got heavier, the ice would go down in the lakes and it wouldn't stay on the top, creating a blanket to prevent the further escape of the warmth necessary for fish to live. Otherwise, lakes would freeze totally. And the ability of water to go against gravity to climb up these trees, to bring water to the whole tree. The way our lungs process the air we breathe, and our blood system brings it around so that we can live. And medicine discovers these things little by little, and their intricacies and the challenges they face and the assistance to be found. There was another line in here I found fantastic, was, just hold on a second. How beautiful are all his works, even to the spark and fleeting vision. And the things exist to meet each need. To meet each need, each creature is preserved. And all of them differ one from another. They say that every snowflake is different. Yet none of them has he made in vain. For each in turn as it comes is good. We didn't like thistles at home on the farm, but there's a goodness in every thistle. There's probably something in there that science still needs to discover. Science, knowledge, human knowledge. We need to open our eyes to investigate, to observe, to watch. And that's the passage of the gospel. The prayer in the gospel is, Lord, what do you want? Lord, that I may see. And his sight was restored. And one part of that is to be able to see physical things. But the other part is to be able to see also with the heart. To see the plan, the wisdom, the goodness, the beauty. And not to mention the eyes of a little child, a newborn baby. And the creation of that person that was hidden for 9 months in the mother's womb, and now that mystery comes forth. Let's close off with this word of the Psalm 33. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made. Behind every gift is a great giver. Good morning there again. Have a great day. Sorry about the late start this morning, but I don't use an alarm clock. I wake up automatically. And this morning I didn't. Sorry about that. I guess I needed the sleep, and I'm grateful for that. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. See you later, alligators.